So I'm standing here with two gentlemen. I think we all know them, at least I know them. Maybe you can introduce yourself first to the viewers.
Yeah, my name is Klaus Lechner. I'm from the south of Germany and stay here for mechanic with the Silvio Hechler and his papa.
Okay.
So, my name is Bertram Keßler. I'm here to help Victor Wilk from Sweden for the Infinity team, and I come from the middle of Germany, and we make it many years to work with.
So I'm standing here with two professional mechanics. They are very experienced, and we're just going to try to find out a little bit of the profession of a mechanic. Can you maybe tell something as a mechanic, what is really important when you stand below the driver in the pit lane?
The first important thing is that you are in this kind of motorsport, you have to build a team. So when I stay down, I look at the car and stay with the new technology in contact with Silvio, and we set up the car a little bit. And also for me, my job is to tune up the engine. And so also we talk a little bit about more steering or something else to adjust camber or something else.
So you also talk with your driving during the race itself?
In the race is a little bit quiet because you have to concentrate it. But in the warm-ups or in the test days before, when we start here on Tuesday, is always in communication with Silvio.
Okay. Is it also something you do with Victor?
Yeah, we make the same. And what it is, we are a different language. We talk in English, but the most time we talk in English, then we understand good. And then we check what we can do, and he say set up for the engine and also set up for the car. Sometimes small details, the most details we make in the pit. Yeah. But then on the track we make the fine tuning for engine and also for the car.
Okay. I hear a lot about talking about engine and car setup during the driving, but are you guys also giving tips to your driver from, hey, look, that corner, you need to go drive a different line or something?
Yeah, if some guys ask and need help, we help everywhere where we can. No problem. Huh?
You can?
Yeah, the same. The Victor especially is a super good driver. He's my world championship in final, and he know the way. And now he's electric driver, but Nitro is a little bit different. And sometimes I give tips. And so for Nitro, you must the corner different and whatever.
Brake also a different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I can imagine that if you are driving, your driver is driving in a qualification, and then you see other drivers that are faster, but they drive like a different line or something. You give them some tips.
Yeah, that we make and say, hey, this guy is faster. Let him go, or go, you are in front, or whatever. Yeah. We work together. We are a team.
Yeah. So we see the lap times on the monitor, and I can say, now this was the perfect line. You see, we make here a 13.6, and then you know where you have to go.
Yeah. Do you also give feedback on every lap time he's driving during the qualification? Or?
In the qualification, if Silvio wants, I do it. Because sometimes it's super concentrated and it's not so good if you get all the information. But when we tested something, or in the warm-ups, or on Tuesday when we test every lap time I give to him.
I can imagine that when you are testing and driving, I always like to hear the decimal number, because if I drive here, I always say above 14.0, I don't need to hear it, then I know I'm too slow. But if I go low 14, then I want to hear 9, 8, 7, 6, then I know which lap time. And like you said, when you are hitting the right lap, then I know which lap it was.
Yeah, also for the ENS, it's super important to know when you have the 3 fastest laps.
Yeah. I think experience-wise, together with us three, we have like almost more than 60 years of experience, I guess. In these 20 years of experience, is there something that really stood out, like a race that you were a mechanic for, that really you remember this race very well?
Yeah, my important race was when I was with Alex Hackberg in Bangkok. We was world champion. This is the indoor track with Nitro, and that was super special. The car always flipped, and that was super special. And we win the race, and this is for me the important race. And I sing always for this, and it is a nice thing to will be world champion with the driver.
And for you?
For me was the first European when I go with Silvio to Valencia with the 110. He know really less about the 110, but I make this many years ago. And so he stay in the final and we are super close for a podium. But unlucky, the battery makes us the race destroyed. But was one of the for me, one of the funnest race. So there was a super video when I run in the pit lane and I slip and I fall down.
Action shot.
Very nice. Yeah. I remember nice days. Yeah.
I think with this sport we have drivers and mechanic, and I think we must not underestimate the role and the importance of the mechanic, because it is maybe the driver is on the top level. It looks like individual. But the mechanics will for sure contribute to the world champion or a good performance. If you look at the final, there's the job of a mechanic is a little bit different. You need to do it like a tire change or stuff like that. I have some questions that I got from viewers. They said they would like to know how you guys do the calculation of the tires and how you decide if you do only right or a complete set.
Yeah, we make it, we see the qualifying and then we measure always the tires. Then we know how much is the tire wear. And after the qualifying, we think what we make in the final. We make only one side, or we make completely, or we change 2 times or whatever. And then, so I'm really happy with Victor. He's an electric driver. Yeah. They drive.
It's all about the details.
Yeah, super smooth, and then he has not so much tire wear than the most other. Then we can make other thing, and we can sometimes win also with the other changing, also with only the one side. Yeah. Why the tire wear is not so much for him.
Yeah. And with fuel stops?
With fuel stops, we have also a strategy. We check the fuel wear, and so we see maybe it's possible to make 4 minutes or 4:30, and then we check the scheduler how long, no, not the scheduler, the timing, yeah. How long we have to go in the final, and so we work together a plan when we have to fuel and when we have to change the tires. Yeah.
But all this is done with tires and fuel on data. You write it down, the tire wear millimeters and the fuel in cc. You calculate and you make your plan for the final. Yeah. Okay. Whenever something happens in the final, you've written down your plan with tires and with fuel. You calculate everything. So you say, I'm 4 minutes 30. We need to be in for fuel stop, and tires we do only right side, for example. Okay. But for example, if you do only the right side and you get a chunk tire on the right, on the left side. Yeah. What then?
When I change the wrong side.
No. I mean, when you need to change your plan during the final. Yeah. For example, just before the tire stop, the chunk tire is broken on the left side. I should assume you come in and you do a refuel and
you want to know the real, it's always a big disaster.
yeah, exactly. But normally we follow the plan. I normally not change the plan what I make. Okay, if we have a broken tire, we must do this, and we have always some tires from the qualifying with the other size, and then we see, we have a drive long time, or there's a big tire, small tire we need, and then we make that the tire is not so big different. Yeah. But then the driving is super difficult the first laps when it's not right, and also when we change only one side. The first 3 laps is super difficult. They say always then when the drive, hey, smooth, easy. Yeah. Also, no mistake is the important thing in this moment.
Yeah. Yeah, but for example, I can imagine that if you calculate the fuel stops and you say, okay, we can make maximum 420, and then something happens, I don't know, disaster, and you like Bertram say, stick to the plan, or stick to 430, or say maybe take a risk and go longer, so we reduce the pit stops.
Yeah, we know before what we have to in the gap, and then we change the plan B.
Yeah. So make a risk, but not to run out of fuel.
If we see there a chance that we go to the way on the podium, yes, we make. So in the last race in Aigen, we have a crash after I think 8 minutes. So we were super happy that we can repair the car, and so we ran. We ended I think in the 9th place. So. Yeah. It's not easy.
No. I think especially in moments where stuff when shit hits the fan, it's I think downstairs as a mechanic it's more stressful than a driver.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, we can make more mistakes than the driver. The driver must drive the track and drive with the other driver and no mistake. But we can make many mistakes. Too late come in, the tire change not working, we lost the nut or whatever we can make. And we must concentrate there. We cannot dream in the pit and say, "Oh, nice day today."
But you can believe me, my heart is more bumping up in the 45-minute final than Silvio's, for sure.
Because you guys have also been driving, I guess, so you know the difference between mechanicking and. I think we are at a track where you were European champion. Is that right?
Yes, in 1992.
1992, long time ago. And when were you European champion?
Never. My best result was 7th place in the European and German nuts, I think 2, 3, 4. The title I make in German nuts.
I think also these guys have a little bit one thing in common. They are all have something to do with engines. Some more than other, because you Bertram make engine or still making or.
Also many years we make engine. The producing is in this time by Novorossi, and then we optimize. Also many people say we tuned. No, I think optimize is the better word. We optimize the engine, and then we make it also now with the FX or the OS, and I make it a little bit for passion. It's not more now the business only. It is now more the passion to do this.
That was your mechanic here, right? You heard something passing by and you thought
there was a broken tire.
So what is your affiliation with engines?
I started with the engine in the past with Sabrina. So Sabrina was factory driver Novorossi and OS. And so I learned a lot about this engine, and also we modified a little bit. And now in the time we have factory Hasi tuned with Italy factory. Was the name from Silvio, but produced all in Italy. And so the knowledge is inside from many years, and a lot of people say this was maybe what we can test. And so now in the moment we have in the it's not correct OS basic, because it's a lot of stuff inside built by us own. Yes, only the crankcase, carburetor, and the rest is all by factory FVSS in Italy.
Okay, but your son-in-law is also here, no? Who is your son-in-law?
My son-in-law is Daniele Lassi.
So I have yesterday evening I have wrote some people if they want to ask you some questions, and I have one question that I wanted to ask you, or several maybe. This one is from our Canadian friend John Cheng. If you guys have any setup sheets for lunch and dinner. What do you eat for lunch?
I like Italian.
You like Italian?
Italian food,
and you?
Meat,
flesh,
barbecue.
and dinner? Also Italian?
Yeah, I like Italian.
Italian.
Yeah, but I don't know, the pasta in the evening and salad in the...
Okay.
Yeah, he's a vegan.
Oh,
yeah, I'm vegan.
Oh, okay. And you not?
No.
Okay. Well, last question then. It's from Sebastianus Bananas. He's asking, how is it possible that factory drivers who drive the same engine, that the performance of the engine is not similar?
Yeah, that is why the producing companies, they make engine, they cannot make a 100% quality. And it's always a little up and down. And important is also the break-in. If you have the same engine. So
the break-in is done by different drivers, so this makes also the big difference.
That makes the difference. Okay. If you break in different, or I say the best is so, you have a tuned engine that have the maximum, more power, better timing, more power. And you have a standard engine. If you break in the standard engine good and the tuned engine bad, then the standard engine is the better engine. Okay. It is a small thing, the tuning. Break-in is a super important thing. The break-in is, and I prefer to break in on the track, not on a bench or whatever. Yeah. On the track, you spend 1 day time, drive slowly and make it step by step. Take it easy, and then I think you get the best engine.
I have one more thing. I mean, you as professional mechanics, super experienced. Do you guys have any tips for our viewers? A tip that no one knows. Do you have one?
Yeah, if nobody knows, then I say nothing.
No, you must share something.
Okay. If you want, I can show you how I prepare the bodies from Silvio.
Yeah, sure.
So Silvio got already painted bodies. It's a pre-cut body from Matrix.
Yeah.
And no, not Matrix. It's
Extreme.
Extreme. Sorry, but it's the same.
Sorry,
owner.
Bonnie. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Bonnie. It's the same owner. And I got the bodies with the kits to prepare with the stiffener and the wing. And for to bring in the stiffener in the correct position, I use the glue sugar.
Yeah, yeah.
And for to fix, you see on the front I prepared, but it's not already.
Oh, it's not dry. It's not dry already.
No, it's not dry already. I use super strong magnets, and if you bring the magnets in the correct position, so you need a half hour or an hour, then the glue is already done.
Yeah. Okay, so you glue it, and when it's not dry, you can move a little.
Yes.
Then you hold it with the magnets,
Yeah.
press it firmly, and then you can let it dry in the correct position.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you see now, this is already prepared until the front now.
Was this a tip that you ever heard of?
Yeah. I have the tip. I change in all evenings after practice, after whatever race. So I put out the glow plug, and if the glow plug is good, I make a drop oil on the glow plug.
Yeah.
I make the drop oil there and put it in a box. So then the glow plug cannot get corrosion.
Yeah.
So and then I put in a dummy glow plug.
Yeah. This is a dummy glow plug?
Dummy glow plug. I clean completely with the tool.
Yeah. So it does not work
that
anymore?
That is not falling in the dust. So, and then I make the color there and put it in the engine.
Okay.
So, I'm safe that the glow plug not in the engine in the night get the corrosion. While come air inside, and with the air then the corrosion starting, and so I make it many years, and the life from the glow plugs are longer.
So, because whenever we stop racing, it's like 5 o'clock, and when we start racing again, it's 7 o'clock, so it's more than 12 hours later.
Yeah, yeah.
And the glow plug is not working. You put a drop to save the
to
spiral inside
save that it
from the moist that comes during the night.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly this.
I think. Well, I have seen your tip already, and I was like, okay, I've never seen this, and this is also something that I never heard of, and I'm also doing it for a long time. So, still doing it for a long time and learning every day. So
we can always learning. We never finish with
never
learning.
stop learning.
Now it's time for stop racing and go to mechanic side.
Yeah. Thank you for your time, guys.
Yeah.
And see you guys next time. Ciao.
Ciao.